Hi friends, this is the third part of the video series in which we are going to learn about how you can add text on your canvas. So let's start. For that we need a variable called text, and we will be using a variable called score to add some scores in our canvas. And the third variable I'm going to make is the image. Okay, as we know that we have already imported or preloaded the image, and we have added that image in our canvas. Now let me go ahead and set this loaded image, added image to this variable. By doing this, we can apply several functions on this image, like we can set its input enabled property to true, which basically means that we can click on to that image, and if our user clicks on to this image which is added in our canvas, we can perform several actions when user clicks that image. Okay, so now the inputs are enabled on that image. We can handle those inputs, and we can do several things. Okay, now let me go ahead and add text in my game, which I can add by writing this line, which is game.add.text, and it takes some parameters, some arguments. The first argument it takes is the location, the x position at which the text will appear, and the y position at the text with at the point where the text will appear, and the third value is the text itself. Initially it will be 0. I am setting this score to 0 because I'll be changing this score variable and increase it when user clicks that image. Okay, and we can also give it a fill color, which I will be giving it like hash 0000, which is black color. And the next thing I will be doing here, that I will be making on input down dot add listener this. What this line does, basically it handles the input events on this image. Like if I will click onto this image and I have set its input enabled property to true, now that means our image is responsive to inputs, okay, like clicks. Okay, whenever I click onto that image, it will fire some event. Okay, so this is the event on input down. Like when I click that image, it fires this on input down event, and I'm adding a listener to it. Like whenever this event occurs, this function will be executed, and this function I'm just going to create it, and what I will be doing inside it, I will be just I will just increase the score plus plus, which increments the score by 1, and I will add text equals score and plus score. Let's go ahead and see what it does in our browser. As you can see here we have our score equals 0. When I click the image, score is incremented by 1, and I keep on clicking it and my score is incrementing. Okay, so that's how we do it. In almost 1 2 3 4 5 lines we have made a script which handles the input of an image, and it increments the score. We have learned how to add the text on our canvas and how to fill it with a color. And let me go ahead and recap it a little. The first thing we did here, we made 3 variables, one to hold the text, one to hold the score, and one to hold the image. We have loaded the image in our preload function. We have added that image in our canvas at 0 0 position, and we have set this image equals to this variable, and now we can use this variable to apply some functions on this image. Like we have set its input enabled property to true. When we set this property to true, that means we are allowing this image to receive clicks and other inputs. Okay, now our image is capable of taking some inputs. Yes, okay, we have created text object on our canvas, and we have set it location at x12 and y23. We have given it a text score equals 0. Initially it will be shown, initially this text will be shown on the screen, and we have given a fill color of black. Okay, now we have added this line to tell our code that whenever someone clicks the image, this event will be fired, and it will add this function to that event. Like whenever this event occurs, like someone clicks that image, this is an event. Okay, this, when someone clicks that image, this event will occur, and it, as we have added this listener to that event, it will execute the code written inside this function. So what we have done inside this function, we have incremented the score by 1, which was initially 0, and we have set the text, this variable which was the text score equals 0. Initially it was score 0, but when someone clicked it, it fired this event, it came down to this listener, it incremented the score, and it now sets the score equals, it sets the score equals score and then colon, and then it adds this score which is now incremented to 1, which was initially 0 and now it's 1, and it's added to the screen. Okay, so this was pretty much all about this tutorial. We have learned how to write text on our screen, and see you in the next part. Thank you for watching.